Well, oh yeah.
Okay.
Last night we started staying outside.
Brian, you guys need a chair?
I'm okay standing, unless it bothers you that we're standing in the doorway.
Don't bother me.
Otherwise, no, I'm cool.
As long as you're not behind me.
Yeah. Got it. Just me and Scott here, so.
All right, everybody, if you would, please stand and say the pledge with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty. Guys, did you get a chance to look over the minutes of the September 16th meeting?
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the September 16th meeting.
Second Rita's motion.
Motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor?
Aye.
Claims and allowances,
Make a motion to approve the claims and allowances.
Second Rita's motion.
motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor? Aye. Alrighty, we've got, next week is gonna be 4-H week, correct, Dina?
That is correct.
So why don't we go ahead and do that, since you've got a full house here for us?
Thank you. And some of our supporters need to get on to other activities, so we appreciate that.
No problem.
Addressing Dina held Purdue University Extension, Indiana 4-H, Martin County. And yes, National 4-H Week is coming up, where 4-H provides youth the opportunity to be beyond ready for life and for work. And you're gonna see and hear more of that beyond ready language as we present over the next 5 years, a strategic plan of how positive youth development and provides that in through our kindergarten through 12th graders. But we couldn't do that without a whole network of people and the youth who participate. So thank you for entertaining us tonight with the proclamation. So we have some active participants tonight. And some slips of paper so that Paul doesn't have to carry that heavy weight reading as in previous years. So if you have a slip of paper, we can do this. Friendly County Commissioners here. So come on up and let's organize. I think the first one that y'all have would be 3. Number 3 right here. And then just circle on around numerically. That's a great thing about 4-H. We just learn by doing and we just,
Yeah,
you know, make things happen here. So here are the 2 final ones for signature.
Okay.
And Paul, you'll be number 2.
okay,
And once again, number 11. And then if you're willing to be number 12, please. And if you're willing to be number 13. So I just started, mine was number 1. So now we're gonna move on to number 2.
all right. Whereas the Martin County Commissioners are pleased to reflect upon and share the impact of the Purdue University Cooperative Extension Service 4-H Youth Development Program, which provides experience-based education to young people throughout the Hoosier State. This year's National 4-H Week theme, Beyond Ready, reminds us that the 4-H is building a ready generation in a world of change, equipping young people with skills for the future while meeting them where they are today. And
whereas 4-H is America's largest youth development organization, supporting 6 million youth across the country, including more than 200 county 4-H youth clubs in Martin County. And whereas 4-H programs are delivered by the Cooperative Extension System, a community of more than 100 public land grant colleges and universities across the nation that provides experiences for young people to learn by doing, and
Whereas 4-H is present in every city and county in the United States and helps youth become engaged, successful, and independent, and
4-H connects young people and adults to their communities, preparing them for work and life through experimental and experience-based learning while providing emerging research for positive young development. And
whereas the program could have not achieved the success it has today with the service of more than 60 Martin County volunteers who have given generosity of their time, talents, energies, and resources to the local youth as a financial tribute from debt holders. And whereas expanding from its strong agricultural roots, 4-H helps young people explore the world around them and grow into productive adults with a locally driven and active focus on hypersonic skills. And whereas supporting future leaders in science, agriculture, and community leadership is imperative. And
whereas we commend the 4-H Youth Development Program of the Purdue Extension Cooperative Extension Service, part of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's National Institute of Food and Agriculture, supported by the state of Indiana, all 92 Indiana counties, and the many individuals and additional systems whose contributions have made the program a success.
Now therefore, we, Paul George, Aaron Summers, and Retha Warner, Commissioners of Martin County, Indiana, do hereby
proclaim October 5th through the 11th, 2025 as 4-H week throughout Martin County, Indiana, designating Monday, October 6th as Go Green, Wear Green Day, and encourage all of our citizens to recognize the 4-H for the significant impact it has made and continues to make by empowering our youth with the skills they need to lead for a lifetime.
In witness whereof we have hereunto set our hands this 30th day of September 2025.
Good job, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job on getting that all together, Dina. I like that.
Well, thank you. And respectfully, if they need to move on to other activities, is that okay?
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
Thank you all.
Thanks, guys.
Keep up the
Have a
good
good day.
work.
Yeah, that's no problem.
That's right.
Have a good day.
Well, we nice thing about.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
you.
All righty.
There's one more.
Teresa. Scott, come on up.
Yeah.
This says we're accepting bids. We are actually not accepting them. We're opening bids. So we are, notice to bidders, we're going to accept bids for the 2026 annual bids for next year until 3:30, October 28th.
Good.
We will open them that night.
All right. Sounds great.
Do have a, for our oil, which usually only one company ever gives us a quote on oil. They agreed to lock in 2026 prices at 2025. If you guys agree to that, we've done it in the past, so. It's a big issue.
That's the only bid we ever get on oil, so.
Yep. This is fine for that, for asphalt materials.
You guys have a problem? Could I have a motion on accepting asphalt materials?
Make a motion to accept the asphalt materials, agrees to extend the 2025 contract through the 2026 construction season.
Motion by Retha,
Second.
second by Aaron, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 9:30. Continue, guys.
We got Brian Fleck here from Fleck Engineering, go over our 2026 community crossings. You guys got any question on that? I know we got a financial letter that we need to get signed tonight as well, that calling opens up tomorrow. Continues through the end of October. We hope to get it in by no later than the next week. So,
What have you got for us then to look at, Teresa? Brian?
You got letters? too?
I've got it,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So basically, there's two letters because one of the, there were 5 road segments that proposing that are HMA overlays of existing asphalt roads, and then one of the roads is, that's proposed is basically a conversion from gravel to hard surface, so basically paving the gravel road. And the way the guidelines are in community crossings, we have to segregate those and have one as an applicant, or each one is a separate application. So the first letter is for your HMA paving roads, and we are making that priority. It's like 908,000 total. We're proposing on us making that priority, and then the secondary application will be for the gravel conversion, which is I think like 427. So it comes out to like 1.338 total, with a little bit of room on there like we have in the past. So basically that commitment, hopefully it makes sense, way I've got it written, but basically it's that commitment that you'll fund your match up for that portion. Which is, for instance, like the gravel portion, it says, at the end there, it's Martin County is committing to a match of 156,000 for that application. Which is the net amount consisting of our 20% match and the 70,695.20 remaining due to the yearly cap. So we went over that cap a little bit to try to get as much of that cap as good.
Thank you.
So yeah, and you guys probably know, but like the last 2 years, they had a 1.5 million annual
Right.
cap. They dropped that to, all the, yeah. And the community crossings funds dropped significantly. As far as availability, now it's 100 million per year that they're distributing, so.
And just to make it clear, HMA overlay is going in first over the gravel
Yes.
road.
Yeah,
Just so we know that.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, we'll make sure when we put those in there that we prioritize that application.
So there's 2 spots to sign, one for me and one for Retha, since she's vice.
I actually have 3, like if you sign above your printed name.
Okay,
And then there's one for both Rita and Aaron.
so we should make a motion to accept these 2.
Make a motion,
If you wish to.
make a motion to, accept our 2026 CCMG call for projects
I'll second
with
that.
Brian.
Motion by Aaron, second by Retha, all in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Thank Brian, good seeing Martin County.
Yeah, good to be back.
You ever worked here before?
Couple times. Yeah, glad to be back, so thank you all for trusting in me again.
Absolutely. Never lost trust in you, buddy, you just moved
Yeah,
on
just-
from it.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
a little diversion in my, yeah.
What else you fellas got?
We did finally hire a guy, or potentially hire a gentleman, pending results of drug screens and getting all the new hire done, hopefully shooting for mid-October with him. So obviously don't want to announce a name until sure got him
Yeah.
on board, but seems relatively qualified, still got a couple spots open, so.
And I know you folks are here for Turkey Run, Turkey Hill.
Yes.
Um,
Turkey Hill Lane.
I do know that our grader's coming in the shop this week to be serviced. Guys, I would recommend that we head it down there first of next week. What do you think? Scott, you think that would work?
Yeah, that'd be all right.
I'd like to ask, did you, get the email from Audra Bear that was sent to you today?
Yes.
So I have copies for you if you need them.
No, I've got my email, yes.
Scott, did you get
I did.
yours? Okay, cause she couldn't make it. She
Yeah.
worked late, but she wanted us to come to make sure that you did get those.
Yes,
Could those be read or?
we can if you bring me one. I mean, I don't know what we need to raid, but as far as the 12-foot right of way, that was, you know, if we've already got an existing road, that 12-foot does not pertain to that road. So,
Why not?
because it's already an existing road. I mean, it's already got its,
So there's no chance of widening it out at all.
not at this time, because we'd have to contact every landowner up through there and probably buy right of way. Cause originally that road is as wide as it is. We've probably actually widened it a hair. You know, over the course of time with a grader, but. I mean, do you want me to read the whole thing?
I figured read her concerns, cause she was in a lot of trouble to do this, as she's a homeowner and her, or a property owner on 1180. And her father is also Allenberg
Had her uncle,
and her what?
her uncle.
Maybe I'll just let you read it.
Says, good afternoon, Scott. I hope this message finds you well as a follow-up to our conversation of last week and in preparation for tonight's meeting. I wanted to summarize our discussion and share a few additional pieces of information pertaining to County Road 1180 East in French Lick as follows. You and I discussed the concerns of residents of County Road 1180 East and Turkey Hill Lane, especially the 0.4 of a mile in the jurisdiction of Martin County, as the remaining 0.6 of a mile are in the jurisdiction of DuBois County. We discussed the grave concern with the gravel road conditions, especially in that the conditions are hazardous to all drivers, which includes customers who rent several cabins in that area and will inevitably result in an accident. Example, head-on collision, sliding off into the ditch, etc. You mentioned that your team will be grading the area within a month or so based on schedule. We do believe additional services are imperative as discussed and identified herein. We, the residents of County Road 1180 East, Martin County, are requesting immediate services to accurately maintain and repair the road to bring it to standard acceptable to the Highway Department and state of Indiana requirements. Ideally, we would expect the road to be widened to allow 2 cars at any given time. Currently, one has to pull over or back up while letting the other around, while hoping their vehicle doesn't end up in the ditch. I read somewhere that the easement right away in Martin County, Indiana is 12 feet from the center line. Is that accurate? I also know that in some counties, the county can establish the width of the right of way with Indiana law limiting it to a maximum of 20 feet on each side of the center line, unless extra width is needed for drainage, utilities, or safety features. We are requesting Martin County Highway Department assess the current width of that 0.4 of a mile. The 80 to 900 yards from the top of the steep hill is the distance of imperative danger and the immediate resolution needed. And move to provide the required services: grading, clearing of ditches to stop erosion, and surface repair, adding gravel. You and I spoke briefly about the likelihood of Martin County Highway Department paying DuBois County Highway Department to prepare the necessary services to the Martin County portion of the road. For that reason, that Martin County is currently limited their resources, staff, etc., and DuBois County seems to provide adequate service to their portion of each road. 2 lanes, examples, and smooth conditions. As mentioned, such option is not likely at this time. I also spoke with the DuBois County Highway Department Superintendent's Office to inquire of such option as well. although I know it would have to be discussed and agreed upon between the two highway departments, and commissions, etc. Overall, we know you're receptive to our concerns and the obligation for the county highway department to ensure the roadside conditions are in line with the required standards. We request that your crew assess the necessary services to enable the county road to be safe. We understand that the following services are those of which are handled by your department, and we know that such will improve the conditions. Grading to reshape and smooth the road surface and fill ruts and improving draining. Clear side ditches to ensure water flows away from the road to prevent erosion and damage. And surface repair to patch potholes and add new gravel as needed to maintain the road's integrity and quality. Lastly, you mentioned during our call that you shared a video with the county commissioners of you driving the County Road 1180 East and Turkey Hill Lane. And you mentioned that you did not see a difference between the two sections, of which is quite concerning to us as we 100% disagree, as does Du Bois officials. I encourage them to drive the area and then make a personal assessment, as clear the video is not an accurate representation of the road conditions. I understand the budget constraints and staffing issues currently involved in your department. Please know that I will gladly help your department with grant applications, etc., if need be, to ensure this project gets the attention it needs, and as it is currently a public safety issue. I hope to see you at tonight's meeting, but I am also several hours from shows, so I am unsure as to whether I'll be out of the meeting today by then. As always, thank you for your time and attention. Best regards, Audra. And that is Audra Bear.
Thank you.
What did the Du Bois County Superintendent say?
Well, she's the one that talked to him. I think
Okay,
they
see what
said
that
that was not
Pardon?
possible.
You may see what he said to Mrs. Bear. One other thing, are those Airbnbs down there?
There's
at least two. Do they pay the innkeeper's tax?
Yes, I
Good.
do.
Good,
Yes,
interesting.
we are the owner of one of the rental. We've been there since 2010 in business. And that the innkeeper's tax came in, not at that point, but yes, we
I
do.
knew, I
I'm
wouldn't,
sure they do too. Matt Flex, the other owner of the rental there.
right,
Yeah, Grader's headed that way next week.
Well, that's good to hear. I think we, as she's pointed out, we do have more concerns than that, but at least that's a start. And I'm sure she will come to one of these meetings when she can, because she's gone through a lot of work along. She knew that we were the only ones actually speaking, and she wanted to put her voice out there. We appreciate it.
And we'll have our attorney get with Du Bois County and see where they're at on that.
What did Audra tell you about that? She didn't think that was gonna be an option?
No,
It's probably not.
Mhm.
so our only concern is, I'm having a little bit of throat problem tonight, got some kind of allergy drainage or something going on. So you drove down there a week or so ago?
I did, show them the video.
Yeah, and it,
And I told you that when you guys came to the last meeting.
yeah, and you,
So-
so you come down the hill, what happens if you pass another car?
The road's been there 100 years.
Well,
I mean,
But a lot
I
has
don't-
changed.
I
since
understand
100
that, but-
years.
we can't throw all of our resources on one road.
it's only 4/10 of one, I mean.
I understand that.
About 200 feet, some of these really,
But
about 200.
we have to get right away. Then what do you do with the
Yeah.
two driveways on top of the hill? How do you?
We
fix
don't
the
have that
issue?
top of that hill.
That's where we are.
So,
No,
no,
you talking about top of the big.
yes, the one there.
We don't
but-
care about that, 'cause it's plenty wide and everything. It's-
Well, then that's,
Big
I
difference.
thought, my thought was that you guys wanted the hill knocked down and
Oh, we don't
hill
care.
We
wide.
did
Yeah,
mention
cause
that.
y'all put those signs up there that
Yeah.
says be bright, it took you about a year to build.
Okay, then,
But then coming down that hill, you can't pass somebody,
well,
you can't pass somebody. Just last week, Dwayne Hammond, who lives on that road, I was coming down, he had to back up and back into the ditch. I've had to pull him out of the ditch about a year ago.
again,
Is that feasible? I mean,
I can only tell you what I've got the money to do.
Teresa,
Well, it's a city.
Okay, so you said last time we were at the meeting, Scott, that, you had 5 guys in the crew,
Had what?
had 5 guys, something like that, you needed 10,
I need more.
okay? Can you afford them?
I can afford it.
So how long have you needed 5 guys? 5 more guys?
I haven't needed 5 in a while, but
Okay,
I needed some for a while.
so you could have had the money to pay these 5 other guys. It's appropriated, right?
The guys aren't out there to get it. I
I
mean,
know. but
I've
you've got the
worked
money
by
to pay-
myself for 3 years. I
but
mean, I'm
you've
used
got
to
the
it,
money to pay
man.
those 5 guys.
Pardon?
You've got the money to pay those 5 guys, right?
But it won't be just concentrating on one road either. They'll be concentrating on every road in the county.
But we're saying there's money for that, but there's not money to improve this situation.
I mean, when a tree goes down in the middle of the road, somebody's gotta go cut it, you know? If if the fire departments can, the highway has to, they help each other, but we'd love to have 5 more guys.
So on that little stretch of road, I mean, there's traffic goes up and down, there's delivery trucks, there's FedEx trucks and UPS and all that. And it's pretty bad right now. Just think about what happens in the winter time. Is it gonna take somebody to sue the county to get something done?
We just don't wanna see somebody get hurt.
That's what's gonna happen sooner or later. I'm telling you right now.
thank you.
Okay.
Scott? Everything up and running?
Yeah,
So-
one tractor down yet, still can't find parts for it. We're running one mower full time, one can, so
All right,
we do have one dump truck down.
well. Anybody else have anything for Scott?
No, I tell the guys, good job, so.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Ron.
Thank you.
Julie, what do you got for us?
Well, mostly, I'm just gonna ask, what's the intentions with the drive-through? You know, they're doing whatever out there, I don't know what they're doing, because they're really not doing anything, but what are the plans? What are we gonna do with that?
Oh, well, I think they're doing some core samples to see if we could build out if we needed to.
And then, do you have plans like who's gonna go into that build-out section?
Probably, possibly the court, we're not for sure yet. And then we rearrange offices
So
down.
people up here will have to
But
go.
we're a long way from there. This is just all speculation. We had to even see if the ground was suitable for us to build on.
Right.
Thank you.
Jim, you have anything?
No.
Andy?
Silence my phone here. Not very much. Chief, Hamby back here has reminded me that the burns season is still on us. The, forestry department isn't yet recommending burn ban. There's the statement is that overall current fuel conditions will keep fire potential low through this week. Without any forecast high and weather events, fires that do ignite will show low resistance to control efforts. So, I'll keep up with these guys and we may be beginning of next week trying to talk. Things are dry, but they're not crazy dry. We're listed as a, abnormally dry, but not drought condition for our county. Orange County, on the other hand, has a mild drought. So we're gonna keep that in mind unless you guys hear anything, just let me know and we'll get it thrown up. Cause ultimately it's your decision. So
No, we've always leave that up to you and the fire chiefs, whatever you guys decide. I mean,
we don't have anyone in the surrounding area currently with burn bans up. And I've lost my notes.
Not that one. The hazard mitigation grant that I mentioned last time, we have met our in-kind contribution. I actually managed to overshoot it by $700. I've got Polis right now wrapping things up. They've got a few people they need me to talk to and get some final T's crossed and I's dotted, so that is progressing. And the only other thing is that we're gonna have our ham club out at the Endoston Days this weekend, so hopefully anyone can stop by and say hi to us.
Absolutely.
I may even have some operators who will let people get on the air if they wanna be supervised and talk on ham radio.
Huh.
So, yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Monty, or Andy, sorry.
Appreciate it.
Monty, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, it's not like getting things pretty well wrapped up on most of the projects that we had. We've got one truck, our main pumper, our tanker is giving us trouble, with, computer boards, last time it was doing that, the people told us that they no longer made that computer board, and so this time when he's checking into it, they still are not making it. They're making a substitution, which will have to be installed and rewired in, and we're not for sure exactly what all it's gonna take to get it to make it so that it'll be compatible with the rest of the computers and stuff that's on board. That's the bad thing about these newer trucks with all the computers on them. You can't just pull one part and replace it, especially when they quit making the thing. So,
Right.
anyway, we've got some issues there we gotta get worked out.
Okay. Well, always good to see you, Monty.
Thank you.
Thanks, Monty.
Rita, got anything?
I was pulled in off the sidewalk with the 4-H sweep. They wanted me to come and see their presentation, and I said I'd gladly attend. And then I also brought Michelle a thank you card. She put out Mira Kidwell's coin collection. If nothing else, just emotional support for the family, and lots of prayers were requested, and I wanted to let her know how much that meant to the family to know that their child is in the prayers, and hopefully more than that. By the county, we had a 5K that the town of Shoals allowed us to have on Saturday. That was a great turnout. The Hindoston Church did a benefit ride on Saturday. That was a great turnout. So I just wanted to say thank you to Michelle, as well as her husband put in a sink for our department, so it cost the county any money, and that's above and beyond any requirement of the job. So I want to say thank you to her. Sheriff Green came over and helped with some maintenance. He got down on the ground and dug out dirt in a hole so our door would shut. That kind of support, I don't know if that's parallel in other counties. Some of the, I think it was Captain Gibson and Sheriff's Department, Dylan Irwin came over and helped take desks apart and reassemble in the new office. We didn't have a lot of furniture to move because we kept the furniture that came in the building to save on our budget. So we wanted to say thank you to them as well. Again, this was volunteer. My husband volunteered many hours in the evenings and on the weekends. And we gave up a lot of time with our family this summer to help make the move happen. And I don't want to forget anybody. I didn't have anything ready. But Community Corrections also tried to help volunteer. As well as my staff. All 4 ladies are Martin County residents. They work here and care about Martin County greatly. They put in lots of time, effort to physically move things. I know we are an under-resourced county. We don't have a lot of budget, and the get together to make things happen mentality. You can't always ask people to do that based off what we are able to pay them or what they do on their hourly job. And they went above and beyond, and their family members and a lot of my family members as well, to help come and do things that were completely unforeseen as a potential problem, like changing the sink. I mean, that was awesome. At one point, we were down in the basement together when I'm in Hills and Address, and we were trying to get the water situation. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to her. The move is not complete. We're almost 100% complete. We've got some internet, and there are some surplus items over in that old building that is owned by the county. Again, we just use the furniture that the bank left. We have tried to make it, I think shoestring budget is something people like to throw out, but we just looked at it as a public service to our county to cost the county the least amount possible in this move. I think the parking issue was a bit of an unforeseen drama. We never intended to have anybody move out of anybody's parking spots. So as announced at a prior meeting, President George said, first come, first serve, people park when they get here. I was hoping the lawn over there could eventually be turned into a parking lot. I understand we maybe don't have the budget, but I had a few volunteers willing to look at it, and I can send an email on that later. So I can't think of anything else. That was a little bit on the spot. I probably forgot to mention someone, and I apologize if they see this later that I didn't mention them. I just know there was a lot of helping hands, a lot. And the downstairs is not quite ready for any other documents to be stored down there, but I did go meet with Bill Green at the Historical Society and discuss the issue of some of the documents they were wanting to house. And I'm gonna further those discussions. They're just grateful to have help. They do have boxes that need moved, and so it's 2 stories. It's that second story floor over in the old building, no elevator. So there's just logistics on how to get it anywhere from where it's been. But I'll continue those discussions with him. Do I have anything else, Michelle?
I didn't think you had anything.
That's when I have that.
That's what you
Now
said.
that I'm on the agenda, come in with.
Yeah.
Actually, not on the agenda. Michelle will remind me if I forgot them.
I'm just kidding with you.
And
Thank
thank you to you guys too. I know my numerous emails on, can we do this? Can we do that? You guys worked very well with our office. We were quoted between 10 and 25,000 from different companies to make that move happen. And those were lowball quotes. They said, once we get in there, it's gonna go up. And we were successfully able to do it without spending any of that money. I don't believe I used any of the 30,000 renovation available in the general fund. I might be back next year, but I doubt it. We tried to make it happen as close to nothing as possible.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks, Rayla. Thank you, guys.
All right. Jenny, what have you got for us tonight?
A few things. I want to just start by saying that a lot of my concerns I have are centered around the ambulance service or the proposed ambulance service. We don't have any issues or problems with the director himself or with the ambulance service per se itself. Just have some questions about some things and that we just maybe want clarification on. So, at the last meeting, Attorney Letton stated, per the minutes of that meeting, that he wrote the specifications all by himself, no help. The director did not assist in any way, and he said that it was done that way to keep separation and so that there would be no indication of unfairness. if you go back to looking at minutes and also recordings of commissioner meetings, the June 24th meeting. Paul, you asked Director Osborne to specifically get with Attorney Lett and draw up the specifications. And once they were written, to email everybody. There was a motion by Aaron, second by Retha, everyone approved and it was passed. July 8th. Per the minutes. Attorney Lett stated that he and Director Osborne reviewed the final bid specifications for the ambulance services. The minutes of that meeting did not reflect it, but the recording shows that Attorney Lett says, Jeremy said something else today about those. The minutes also do not reflect, but the recording shows that you asked Director Osborne to come up to the front and make some clarifications on, or to explain paragraph 8, which entailed the jail runs. And the recording shows that Director Osborne stated that he sent an email to you all regarding that paragraph and the concerns that he had as how that bid specification of paragraph 8 was written. After it was discussed, you guys decided to keep the language as it was and that you could negotiate it in the proposal or afterwards
With whoever received.
with whoever received the contract. So my question is, because it appears after looking at minutes, it was mentioned 3 times in minutes and in 2 meetings, and also the recordings show that Director Osborne did participate in preparing those specifications. So my question is, did he or did he not?
Well, it sounded like we directed him to, but as far as did he or did he not, I did not sit in a room with him and do anything, so I don't know. I would assume he probably did.
So then why were we told, as all taxpayers were told on September 16th, that Lett wrote them himself with no help or suggestions from the current director?
Our attorney is not here, so I cannot answer that question.
I think it's a question that needs to be answered. And he needs to address it. Because if you all received an email from Director Osborne with concerns or questions.
We've always had that same concern, no matter whether it was in this situation or not. He didn't think the way that played out for the ambulance service was fair.
But he knew specifically what paragraph that was, and you don't know specifically what paragraph that is unless you have privy to those bid specs.
It was in the Knox County EMS contract, I believe. The original ambulance service before our ambulance service.
So it was in the Knox County contract as paragraph 8, but we refer it in your meeting minutes and recording as paragraph 8 of the bid specifications.
I think a lot of it.
And the statement, I mean,
I can't
again, he's
speak
not
for
here.
David, but I think that was the EMS contract from Knox County years back was kind of the starting point of, you know.
Yeah, but what he was referring to, he was wanting to get away from hauling jail people for free. He said there should be a charge for it. So that's what we're getting at. Regardless of what Knox County's contract says, he knew that he was looking in the future that he was going to be the next ambulance service. So that's why he brought it up. He wants to charge now to haul the county inmates.
I don't think he would have had any idea he was gonna be the next ambulance service. He didn't know what Davis County was gonna bid.
Davis County didn't know what he's gonna bid either.
No.
The concern is, again, as Attorney Lett stated, the indication of unfairness.
You know,
Lett even said he and Director Osborne reviewed the final bid specifications. That's per your minutes. That's per your minutes that all three of you read and all three of you signed, as well as the auditor.
So why wouldn't we have our ambulance director help write up specifications if that is what we wanted? The
That-
same kind of coverage.
That would be fine. But a person who writes specifications to be bid out for proposals cannot bid. Or if you're gonna bid, you better not write the specs.
It's like playing
You
poker
get,
and
you
you
have,
see the hand.
exactly.
He had a,
He had
An
inside
advantage.
information, he had an advantage.
I don't believe that. He got the same information that
He
Davis
got the
County
same,
got.
but he got it weeks before. Because he was involved in writing it.
this started in January. You know, meeting with him.
And at what point did he decide that I may want to open up my own ambulance service? He had to have started it in probably 24, if not right early of 25. Because his final documents was in February, so he knew February of 2025 that he had his own ambulance service, Patriot Ambulance Service.
I do not know how to,
My question is, again, we were told last meeting, he did not help. He did not do anything. Minutes and recordings reflect otherwise. And I would like to know the answer to that question.
come back in 2 weeks.
He can respond to us also.
Oh.
I mean-
Via email or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also had another question, it goes back to the June 24th meeting. The minutes do not reflect, but, Paul, you said that ambulance staff was concerned about insurance.
Yes.
Obviously, they had been made aware that there was gonna be a change, and so they were concerned. Your answer was, as long as they wish, they are here with us. What does that mean?
Unless they wanna quit before the end of the year, I mean, their insurance was covered till the end of December, 31st of December.
Okay, that was what I was asking, because at the last meeting, you said that Patriot would be responsible for providing
In January,
in January,
but they won't be with us anymore.
but would not be with you. I guess I also had, Jim, sorry if I put you on the spot. It's stated at, and I didn't have that down, what meeting it was, but probably back in June, maybe the June 24th meeting, that the council had the consensus that they wanted to get better prices for the ambulance service. Recommend the county, the commissioners work on that. I went back through council minutes and I didn't see any of that. So I don't know if it's just, that's something that's wasn't put into the minutes, or what led the council, I guess, to want to try to do this.
The council originally just wanted to find out what. Basically compare apples to apples between our ambulance service, other ambulance services, how much they were charging and things like that.
Okay.
That was the original intent.
Okay. Do you feel like that's been answered?
It's, well, in a roundabout way, it has been answered. I
Okay.
mean,
I know we discussed this, the questions were brought up, and answers were given. But, and I assume you're still in negotiations with the contract. But some of our biggest concerns are as far as the county paid and used ARPA money for the last 3 years to fund this ambulance service. The county paid for the ambulances, the chase vehicles, all supplies, everything. And that Patriot pays for those. Equipment and supplies. When those services go into effect. Right now, Patriot has nothing, the way I see it. They have no ambulances, they have no chase vehicles, they have no supplies to run an ambulance. And so, how is he gonna do that? If we are going to, the county is going to give him, or, you know, it needs to be paid for. Because DCH, they have their equipment.
No,
have
they
their
do not.
supplies.
No, they do not.
They were gonna use ours,
Yes,
everything.
everything.
Supplies, equipment, everything. All right, okay, that answers that. That is much better. So basically it was just, they were apples to apples.
Yes.
Okay. And for the rent,
The only difference in really in the contracts, there was things we didn't like. If at $1.5 million, they didn't make enough money, we had to subsidize it.
okay,
Have no idea on what that money amount was. They had not got that far with us, but I mean, you know, at 1.5 million from 900,000, I mean, that's,
right, okay, I understand that.
and then, at one point, they wasn't gonna house an ambulance over here at the fairgrounds. It was gonna have one maybe at Candleberg for Lagodi, and then one over here for shows. And I don't think that was fair to our citizens that we didn't have them.
Both in the county.
So what would happen if Jeremy runs over and needs money? Are we gonna subsidize him?
No,
Then what happens? We lose an ambulance service?
in 2 years, all the equipment and ambulances come back to us.
Why did we give him an 8-year contract instead of a 4?
That's what he asked for. I mean, that was in negotiations. We're still in negotiations.
And so would either service have been paying rent on the?
We are still working on that also. I do not know where they're at on that, but I mean,
Cause it's a big thing, you know, the civil defense doesn't run 24/7. They don't have people in there
Right.
24/7. So. For them to put most of those expenses,
And you guys have been helping him with, you know, stuff. But my main concern is what's said in the meeting needs to be stated in the minutes.
Yeah, I write those and I probably put too much in the minutes, honestly. I just have to put motions. I don't have to go into.
Yeah, but if it's not in the minutes, it didn't happen.
Well,
But some of this stuff's pretty important, and I'm not getting on you.
yeah, I mean,
But-
we're not, I mean.
But it's important, and it needs to be stated in a minute. You know, it's, if it ain't in there, it didn't happen, and
Cause that's what I.
that ain't the way it works.
Yeah, I was told a long time ago, if it's not in the minutes, it didn't happen.
well,
Because what do you have to go back onto?
Nothing.
that's
can't-
why there
somebody
is
said-
detailed as they are, and I think they're more detailed than they've ever
There
been.
need to be more detail. Cause you left out a lot of hot topics.
Hmm.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, the part where Jeremy came up and spoke, that was nowhere in there. Nowhere in there was there a that Jeremy was there discussing that paragraph 8.
Yeah, if they didn't vote on anything, then, yeah, that's kind of all it's.
I know, but it needs to be in there. Now, we're not getting on you, but
It's just a person shouldn't have to
when you're,
read minutes and then go back to a recording.
when your recording don't match your
That
minutes,
wasn't, yeah.
that's, you know, and then it never got back in the corner. It didn't happen. But it does. It needs to be, the minutes need to be detailed on important stuff, you know.
I guess that's subjective, cause I guess at the time I didn't think it was important, or I would put it in there. So,
I know the county's had, some issues in the past, and we all know that, my big thing is that one that the Patriot pays for their own insurance for their employees. And it's not
Absolutely.
anywhere, shape or form connected to the county.
No,
They won't be piggybacking off the county.
no,
That's, and then, and Jeremy's not here, I'm just a little confused too about the paramedics. Is there a paramedic that is in the ambulance at every run that they go on?
No.
No, so if a paramedic is needed, then, so does that cost extra time, and if that person
Not
needs it?
necessarily, we've had several issues, this would be on the fire department, so, okay. We've had several issues that, you know, an advanced EMT can take care of something and pick up the medical on board. That's no different than having a medic intercept from Davies County or Martin County.
Okay.
I mean, I ran that thing on that thing for 17 years, and that was usually what we did. You know, even back when it was W&G, we did the same thing. I mean,
So if a paramedic,
if you have a running paramedic, even the cities do it. I mean, fire departments run their own ambulance services in most of the big cities now. If a paramedic is needed, they have a paramedic service that comes to them.
okay, if there's a paramedic needed out on a run and he uses a chase vehicle or whoever, do they leave that chase vehicle in my ambulance?
Usually it makes it back to either the ambulance service or one of the fire stations, whichever's close.
So the paramedic don't physically. See, that's another issue. We're paying them paramedic wages and
We're only paying paramedic wages when they're on that ambulance.
so when he goes out on
That's
a chase
actually saving
vehicle,
the county a little money, you know? And you know, in that extent, you have a basic EMT as a driver, and you have a advanced EMT in the back. And if that medic gets called out, then he goes on the clock. So you're saving, instead of having a paramedic sitting there at that station 24/7 at paramedic price, you're getting a paramedic service on a chase. You see what I'm saying? They're not
There's
getting
always-
paid all the time.
A paramedic is on call all the time.
Exactly. A paramedic.
A paramedic.
he's got 4 full-time paramedics.
Count here in my head, yes.
Are they all from the county?
So I get,
It's gonna be very hard to get all the paramedics in the county on that ambulance service.
so where's the drugs at if they need drugs?
They're locked in the ambulance.
So if the paramedic doesn't go with them, is the advanced EMT allowed to administer drugs?
The ones that are locked up, no. The ones that are available, albuterol, breathing treatments, things like that, yes. Any heart medications, yes. Pain medications, no.
Those are the questions I had.
No.
I would like that. I would like the response to the question that I've asked. Did he or did he not? Seeing as how there seems to be, I think, rather obvious
it'll be next week because he's gone.
discrepancies.
He's not available to us this week.
Okay, okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny.
I did have one question regarding the animal service. Was there a third proposal?
No,
Was there a third, not a bid, but a proposal to manage?
yes. Manage our current ambulances. Yes,
I'm sorry. Was there a dollar figure with that proposal? That third proposal?
I can't remember. There was a percentage, I believe. And then I don't know, we'd have probably had to have them supply us with a director. So then we'd have paid the director's salary. I don't know what it was all gonna be in the end, though.
Is it okay if I continue with a question?
Absolutely.
Please. The budget goes in. I'm sorry, I don't remember the date. Michelle, is that the 5th or the 6th of October?
6th,
The 6th of
believe.
October? The commissioners, you're still, you're still talking to, Patriot Ambulance? When are we going to know? I mean, when are you going to provide information, to the taxpayers and everyone about what the negotiations, what are we gonna get? When are you gonna do that?
When there's a final draft of the contract ready, that's when we'll be ready.
Probably isn't gonna be before the budget goes in then?
No. No.
Okay,
And what did we budget for the ambulance?
Like total between edit and ambulance is somewhere between 1.2, 1.3. Sorry, I can't remember how much exactly. But it's budgeted right now, just as it was this year, so. You know, as the county owning it, there's no budget. For like a contract line or anything, so council will have to, if something changes, council will have to change. The budget, and they can do that in January.
Is the council planning on accepting the budget for 26 as having a county owned ambulance, then since it's gonna be after the adoption?
It's up to the council. I'm assuming they would. I mean, we've got to continue business.
Right, that's what I'm asking.
And we're not gonna stop doing business just because we're in negotiations on a contract,
That's what I
because it
was,
may not work out. I mean, we don't know yet. Yes, Jenny.
Can I ask why, taxpayers weren't, told that there was a third proposal on the table? We were only told that there were 2 proposals.
We only had 2 proposals for actually taking over the ambulance service. The other one was for
is more cost.
more of a billing service. Just taking over a billing service for us. And at this point, the county commissioners do not want to be in the ambulance business, so. That just, still it's on us to come up, or on the council and us to come up with 1.3, whatever it is, $1 million to supply a ambulance service. And with the tax rates going the way they are, you know, we're trying to cut every penny we can to help everybody.
At what point will, are the proposals public record?
Yeah,
At
Should
what
be.
point can we?
Well, last time I asked Dave, he said they weren't yet because of negotiations.
I mean, I've already said how much they were, and I mean, I don't see why they're not. I've said that 2 weeks ago, so.
Well, then I'd like to request copies of both proposals then.
Mary.
Okay, well, I was a person, Paul, who asked just to look at the proposals. And, Mr. Lett told me that I could not see them.
Now, how long ago,
Just proposals.
how long ago was this? Before we started any negotiation? Yeah, because we hadn't decided which direction we were headed yet. We have sort of pointed ourselves in a direction now, so I don't see why they would not be able to be looked at.
Thank you.
Anybody else on the ambulance, or we're gonna move on?
One
Mary?
more question, in the negotiations, is it all 3 of the commissioners
No,
and?
it's attorney for attorney. And then they'll bring us a draft, like they take him one, but we've not seen anything yet, so.
Okay,
Then they'll send one to Jeremy as well, like they would us, and we'll look it over and see if we agree or if we wanna change anything too.
thank you.
Anybody else?
Have you heard anything on Little Valley Bridge?
No. Thank you for asking, cause he wasn't here for me to ask.
There you go. Thank you.
All right. Michelle,
Last meeting, I brought a list of computer replacements and I inadvertently left off, prosecutor had requested a computer for her deputy that was on the quote, but I misunderstood. I thought they were giving her, quotes for an i5 for her or an i7, based on a conversation we had. So I misunderstood, what was going on. So that was my fault. So I brought that computer for you guys to approve. And the prosecutor, I'd left off, her monitors are, I think, barely working. I think you said they're two different sizes and kind of the display is bad. So she does need two monitors. I think almost none of the rest of them need new monitors. So, that's why I missed hers, because all the rest of them are just the hard drives. And EMA's needing a Microsoft Office on his computer, and that was left off, so. Asking for approval additional,
looks like another $3,729 for a computer and, what do you call that?
Yeah.
Software update?
two monitors and a software package.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the update.
Okay, Aaron with the motion,
I'll second that.
Retha with the second, all in favor? Aye.
Need new internet still. It disconnected. But I do have an internet quote for community corrections. Went back to RTC and they would do the 24-month term, for Lagodi Community Corrections Building. Which will start the end of the contract, with Sparklight, December 26th, that ends. So, if you want to consider that tonight, or we still have time to wait, obviously.
Well, I don't see why we would, they're wanting their internet over there. We need to get on their schedule, we're into October, tomorrow,
Yeah. Unbelievably.
but up to you guys, whether you wanna move on with it or.
Make a motion to approve the RTC for the Martin County Community Corrections. The broadband.
Second, Retha's motion.
Motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor?
Aye.
Know where to sign or just wanna be,
Yeah,
sign on the back of it?
yeah, right there. It's really a DocuSign, I printed off, so yeah, I can just sign there, it'll be fine.
There you go. Do we have any Westgate update on the, well, don't look like we've got a,
I meant to contact Dana Strange, but I got his email that he sent you guys 2 weeks ago. He just said the major thing that he wanted to point out, in November, there'll be a state of the base, being given to all local leaders and politicians via the White River Valley Military Alliance. So it's highly encouraged that leadership at Martin County attend. So just want to mention that you can contact him. Yeah, I get that or. So, and I'll contact him, see if there was anything else he wanted to bring up, so I apologize, I don't have more information on that.
well, it was also brought to my attention today that the generators that we've got out at the Whitfield and out at Wyndham, on Wyndham Road, where we put up our new, was that for 911 or
No, well, it's for the repeaters.
repeaters? Brought to our attention that generators are not working, Michelle, so, I think we'd like for you to look and see who's got that contract with us on the maintenance and, contact them and tell them.
Okay,
Kingdom Air did have the contract at one time.
Was it Kingdom Air? Cause didn't the outfit from Vincennes put that in for us?
Kingdom Air.
Oh, really?
Probably VEI contracted with Kingdom Air to do
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because VEI doesn't do generators, they do the radios.
All right. So.
Yeah.
We'll move
Okay.
forward with that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
Aaron, did you have a little something?
A couple of weeks ago, Deputy Irwin and the Town Marshal Copeland, went above and beyond and saved a guy's life. And it was, I wasn't aware of it, but all of our vehicles have the AED machine. And just, those guys, I mean, really stepped up to the plate, so.
I actually watched the video, Copeland had body cam footage, and we requested if he could help that for training purposes as well.
Yeah, yeah, everybody hears the bad stuff, nobody hears the good stories, so.
It's pretty intense video. They say that. and-
Great job, guys. Great
Yeah,
job.
absolutely, so.
Retha, what do you have for us?
I just wanted to mention that I did attend the dedication of the Civil War Monument up at the, courthouse there, the old courthouse, and it was pretty interesting. A good turnout, and it was an interesting thing to see. They were all dressed in the era, and it was just kind of solemn to know people relation to him, different people showed up, and a lot of history of it. I've lived here my whole life and didn't really know a lot about it. It was very interesting. And then also, Penn Austin Days is this weekend, so I wanted to mention that.
Absolutely. And it is Saturday.
Mhm.
What is that, the third, fourth,
Yeah.
is it still 10 a.m.?
Like 10 to 2.
Yeah.
10 to
something
2?
Like that.
Mary, got a booth out there?
Oh, it's 9 to 5.
The library does not this year. But I just wanted to give a real quick update. They're making a lot of progress. You can't see a lot on the outside of the library, but Gary was in mowing today and they're tearing down the ceiling upstairs in the old part of the library and the insulation. And so there's a lot of things going on inside that people can't see outside, but things are going well.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything? If not, courthouse will be closed on Monday, October 13th for Columbus Day. And our next meeting will be in here Tuesday, October 14th at 5:30. So if nobody has anything else,
Make a motion to adjourn.
motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor? Aye.